Kiralık Aşk is one of the most beloved Turkish romantic dramas, blending romance, comedy, emotional growth, family pressure, and personal transformation. At its core, the series is not just a love story, but a journey about identity, honesty, and the courage to choose real love over lies. The story begins with Defne, a young woman struggling to survive financially. She lives a modest life, burdened by debts left behind by her irresponsible brother. Defne is kind, selfless, and hardworking, but life continuously places her in difficult situations. She dreams of a simple, honest future but is trapped by circumstances beyond her control. Defne's life changes dramatically when she encounters Ömer, a wealthy, successful, and emotionally distant businessman. Ömer is the head of a luxury shoe company and is known for his strict discipline, perfectionism, and cold demeanor. He has no interest in romance and strongly resists emotional attachment. Their worlds could not be more different. Behind the scenes stands Narration, Ömer's manipulative aunt, who is obsessed with controlling his personal life. Determined to force him into marriage, she secretly designs a plan to make him fall in love, not realizing the emotional chaos it will create. Narration approaches Defne with an offer she cannot easily refuse: pretend to make Ömer fall in love in exchange for money. Desperate to save her family from debt and danger, Defne reluctantly accepts, believing she can control her emotions and end the lie before it causes harm. But love does not follow contracts. As Defne begins working at Ömer's company, their interactions are filled with tension, misunderstandings, and emotional clashes. Ömer's cold walls slowly begin to crack under Defne's sincerity, warmth, and honesty. For the first time, he feels emotionally alive. Unknowingly, Ömer starts falling deeply in love, not with an act, but with Defne's true self. Defne, meanwhile, is torn apart internally. The more Ömer opens his heart, the heavier her guilt becomes. What started as a temporary lie slowly transforms into real, painful love. Every smile, every moment of closeness reminds her that their relationship is built on deception. As their romance grows, Kiralık Aşk balances emotional depth with lighthearted humor. Supporting characters bring warmth and comedy, while also reflecting different perspectives on love, ambition, and loyalty. Friendships form, rivalries grow, and emotions become increasingly complicated. Ömer changes profoundly through his love for Defne. Once distant and emotionally unavailable, he becomes more expressive, protective, and vulnerable. Love teaches him trust, something he had avoided all his life. But lies always demand a price. Eventually, the truth about Defne's agreement begins to surface. The revelation shatters Ömer completely. The betrayal hurts not because of money, but because the love he believed was pure was built on manipulation. Ömer's heartbreak is deep and unforgiving. Defne loses everything at once: Ömer's trust, her job, and her sense of dignity. The guilt she carried silently now becomes unbearable. She realizes that protecting her family cost her the person she truly loved. The middle phase of the series focuses on separation, emotional healing, and self-discovery. Both Defne and Ömer must confront their own weaknesses. Ömer struggles with forgiveness and pride, while Defne fights to regain her self-worth and independence. Love does not disappear, it waits. As fate repeatedly brings them together, old emotions resurface. Yet things cannot return to how they were. Trust must be rebuilt from zero. The series emphasizes that love alone is not enough, honesty and growth are essential. Defne matures significantly. No longer driven by desperation, she begins standing on her own feet, making decisions based on dignity rather than fear. Ömer, in turn, learns humility, patience, and emotional responsibility. Family conflicts, misunderstandings, and external interference continue to test their bond. Nariman's manipulation, once hidden, becomes painfully clear, forcing her to confront the damage she caused. In the later stages, Kiralık Aşk shifts from playful romance to emotional realism. The characters are no longer innocent dreamers, they are people shaped by pain, mistakes, and forgiveness. The final chapters focus on second chances. Ömer must decide whether he can truly forgive the past and choose love without resentment. Defne must decide whether she can trust love again without losing herself. Their reunion is not instant or easy. It is slow, emotional, and earned. The series concludes on a hopeful yet realistic note. Love triumphs not because it is perfect, but because it survives honesty, pain, and growth. Kiralık Aşk ultimately delivers a powerful message. True love cannot be rented, bought, or manipulated. It can only exist where truth and courage meet.